Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
JavaScript Course Lecture 4. In this lecture, we will learn about arrays and objects, creating and manipulating array methods, iterating over arrays, working with objects, JSON JavaScript object notation, conclusion, creating and manipulating arrays. Arrays are a fundamental data structure in JavaScript that allow us to store and organize collections of values. They can be created using the array literal notation or the array constructor function. Once we have created an array, we can add new elements to it using the push method, remove elements from it using the pop method, and modify existing elements using their index position. We can also use other methods like splice, slice, concat, and reverse to manipulate arrays in various ways. Array methods. Arrays are a fundamental data structure in JavaScript, and understanding how to manipulate them is essential for any developer. One of the most important aspects of working with arrays is knowing how to use the various array methods that are available. These methods allow you to add and perform other common operations on them. Some of the most commonly used array methods include push, pop, shift, and unshift. The push method adds one or more elements to the end of an array, while the pop method removes the last element from an array. The shift method removes the first element from an array, and the unshift method adds one or more elements to the beginning of an array. There are many other array methods available, each with their own unique functionality. Iterating over arrays. Iterating over arrays is a crucial concept in JavaScript programming, as it allows us to perform operations on each element of an array. There are several ways to iterate over arrays, including the for of loop for each method, map method, and filter method. The for of loop is a simple and straightforward way to iterate over an array. It allows us to loop through each element of an array and perform operations on them. The for each method is another way to iterate over an array. It is especially useful when we want to perform the same operation on each element of an array. The map method is used to create a new array based on the original array, while the filter method is used to create a new array with only the elements that meet a certain condition. Working with objects. Objects are one of the fundamental data types in JavaScript, and they allow us to represent complex structures and entities in our code. In this slide, we will cover the basics of working with objects, including how to define properties and methods on objects, and how to access and modify them. To define an object in JavaScript, we use curly braces and define key-value pairs separated by colons. We can then access the values of these properties using dot notation or square bracket notation. We can also add new properties or modify existing ones at any time. Additionally, we can define methods on objects, which are functions that are associated with the object and can operate on its properties. In JavaScript object notation. Function expressions are a way to define functions as values of variables. They can be anonymous or named and are often used as arguments for other functions. Arrow functions are a shorthand syntax for writing function expressions. They have a concise syntax and do not bind their own this keyword. Conclusion. In conclusion, we have learned about the fundamental concepts of JavaScript arrays, including how to create and manipulate them, as well as the different methods for adding, removing, and modifying elements. We also explored the various ways to iterate over arrays using loops and built-in methods like for each, map, and filter. Additionally, we covered the basics of working with objects in JavaScript, including how to define properties and methods, access and modify them, and use JSON to represent data in a structured way. These concepts are essential for any JavaScript developer, and understanding them will help you write more efficient and effective code.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.